Hey YouTube, Coppersan, you thanks for tuning in again. What if Nexon created an update that was so outrageous it didn't even leave the test server? Have you ever heard of the JMS Rebirth System? Let's take a look. Big thanks to Justin Clark who uploaded these clips to YouTube. His channel is in the description. Back in 2011 in Japan, someone had a brilliant idea. What if MapleStory had a rebirth system? So an update was released on the test server to test out what would exactly happen if it did. So how would this system work? Well, you would have to be level 120 and you would have to buy a cash item for a whooping 10 bucks or 13 bucks back in the day. That's freaking expensive, man. 10 bucks just to rebirth. Well, it was in the test server thankfully, but still, that's a lot of money. After talking to your first job instructor, you would be teleported to a special map which would have some awesome minimalistic design. Reminds me a bit of the gem map, really. After talking to the NPC here, who is, I believe, borrowed from Neo Tokyo, you can select your job. Adventurers could only pick other adventure jobs and sickness knights could only be sickness knights, you know, the usual. All other classes like Dual Blader, which is technically an adventure but sort of different, Evan, Aaron and Resistance classes, they were all excluded of this system. The next step to Rebirth was pretty interesting, to say nonetheless. You would have to undress, that's right, strip off, take off your clothes. Not in real life, whoa, just in the game. You can't, Nexon can't if you wear that high level gear of a class you no longer are, right? It makes sense, but still, can't wait to tell for the day to come that an NPC in MapleStory finally tells me like, you know what, Coppersan, just take off your clothes, please. After selecting your class, you will be reborn into a level 10 beginner or noblesse, and you would still have all the HP and MP of the moment that you did the rebirth. So if you were a Dragon Knight with 10k HP, congratulations, you're now an archer with 10k HP, as well as all the skills. All quests were reset though, and so was your AP. This would open up a very interesting playing field, like you would be an archer with Dragon Knight skills, as in this video, or what about a hero and an assassin? It would definitely open up some interesting combinations. So, if you could rebirth into any class with two classes, which would you combine? Let me know in the comments. But this system has some massive limitations as well, since most skills require you to wear the weapon of the class that you're using. So if you're an archer, also again as shown in this video, you would have to put polearm just to be able to use the Dragon Knight skills. And yeah, that doesn't really work that well. You also couldn't change back to your previous class, and you could only rebirth once per character. After the system was live on the test server for some days, the server was taken down and a notice was posted saying Nexon would not proceed with releasing the Rebirth system as it is now, and it would be revised and perhaps come back in a different shape or form in the future. We're in 2019 now, so we all know how that turned out. There was a large amount of bugs. For example, classes wouldn't get enough skill points, they couldn't job advance, yada yada. You know, it wasn't quite perfect yet. Also, not being able to actually do anything with the skills unless you wear the weapon of the previous classes feels kind of defeats the point to me. And also, it only being available for real life money, it didn't really help its popularity. Personally, I still think this is a very interesting concept, and it would definitely work better if you were able to use your old skills without having to have the right weapon equipped. And actually it reminds me a lot of the Ultimate Explorer classes, but with just more skills. So what do you think? Would you like to see the system in the game? Thanks for watching as always, and see you tomorrow.